and record. Yo, this is our second attempt at live video recording of commentary.
Yeah, the first 13 minutes we did this for, we forgot to press the record button. Yay!
Well, we didn't forget to press the record, but we figured, press spacebar to play, Anyways, I'm PhatManSnick, aka PhatManNIK.
And I'm SlimBais, just SlimBais. I haven't made my account yet, but I'm going to.
Yeah, and he's my little brother. He's just going to help me with audio commentary. He's going to ask a couple of questions, give general input about the Bethesda games and Fallout series of late. Not Fallout 1, 2, or New Tactics. We are sadly not masters of those games, but I have played Fallout 1, and it was kind of fun for what I've played. So this is the sequel to Fallout 3, and it takes 3 years after Fallout 3, and it is the year 2281. 2281, and Vegas is as beautiful as it was the day it was born.
Yeah, so in this video, my brother here will, well, not in this video, but the next one, and the ones to come after, we will show you how to get to New Vegas in, an hour?
Yeah, it's only going to take an hour. Really, it's just simple following what in-game characters in the very beginning say to you, and they give you helpful hints on how to get to New Vegas early on. You know that where that quarry is? We'll get to it later, but that is the area where you basically have to... That's the halfway point, basically. Sneaking past those death claws is a bitch.
Yeah, like, how many death claws would you say were there? Or how many enemies would you say are on the way to New Vegas?
Enemies on the way to New Vegas, there might be some powder gainers, there might be some geckos, but if you can completely avoid killing any of those beings, except for the geckos, like, if you don't start killing any faction right in the beginning, then you can avoid hostility with them. They'll be treated as friendly, and you can just walk right by them, which is nice to have right in the beginning. And what this vid is just basically us talking for now, but we don't have any audio for the actual vid because for some reason the recording device that we use, the hauppauge HD PVR 1219, when it transferred the files into my Mac, it didn't correctly input a correct format, a file, I guess, and half of the files are usable with iMovie and half of them are not. So right now I'm just screen recording all the video files, and you don't need the audio with this. So all it is just a tutorial on how to get past those freaking death claws and get into New Vegas.
Those are for the videos to come, but right now we're just screwing around with the appearance, which is kind of important and pretty new idea. Like, if you played Oblivion, it's not as cool customizations because it affects you later. Like, none of the appearance affects you, but what race you choose will definitely affect you later on.
Yeah, like in there was a couple of characters like Nords in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion that were weaker to magic, but their strengths were in blade and blunt. And there was just like orcs and Khajiits, there was some that were slower but stronger and faster but weaker, and some could jump even across water. But, for this game, for the Fallout series, it's all been humans, keep it simple, whatever. It's humanity. It's not some far off fantasy land, which is all right in its own, but the Fallout 3 game was really cool. The introduction or the tutorial was just bad for Oblivion because, it was kind of too shocking for the story already. Like, there was this guy, the Emperor, who dies right in the beginning. Spoiler alert, it's been out for 4 years now. But yeah, he dies right in the beginning. And that means literally nothing to you because you were just a prisoner in this dungeon, and it took you 2.5 hours to get to this point. Once you're free, you get to explore.
Yeah, and a few cool things about the thing, like about starting in the dungeon, you can just screw around and boost up your sneak and jumping skills and all that.
Yeah, but eventually it gets to the point like this is not fun. I'm just boosting right now, um, and I just want to play the game. And the Fallout 3 game, it takes about an hour, maybe 50 minutes to get through the tutorial, but it's all story driven and explains everything, and you don't have to screw around at all. It's just plain straightforward. You got from baby, you get to go to the special book, you select all your special stats, then your dad shows you some poem, and then you get to be a kid. You're at your party, you get a gun, that's cool. And then once you're an adult, or no, wait, you got to take a test too. The test is just to see what your skills are going to be. And for the teacher, you could just say, oh, I want these skills, and he'll choose those skills for you. And then when you're an adult, you just escape, and there's the wasteland. It's a cool storyline, and it's a good beginner, but kind of felt like it took too long in the beginning. And for this game, tutorials could be between 10 minutes or 25 minutes.
Hmm. Yeah, so for this game, we're just screwing around with appearance and choosing what we look like. But also, later on, we'll be choosing our stats, which are really important. For Fallout 3, what I do is I usually boost my intelligence to get like 20 skill points per thing, but my luck and charisma and all that would be crap. But for this game, for New Vegas, you want luck especially because if you have like no luck, like what I chose in the last game, you're pretty much screwed and you'll never win in blackjack.
Yeah, and gambling is actually an important factor in this game, and you can get about 30,000 caps that way. I think that's the amount. It could be more. I don't know. I haven't played too fully into the Vegas Strip yet, but there's a lot more locations in New Vegas. You look at the map and you think it's small because all the close by locations are look so far apart in the map, but there is 220 or so more locations in Fallout New Vegas than there was in Fallout 3. And like there's no DLC right now, and that makes it so that the ending's just the ending. You don't get a free roam after that, but obviously with the DLC that they're going to come out with, it'll be free roam again, just like Fallout 3 was.
Yeah, did you like how they resurrected your character for the DLC? Like, you assume he's dead, but it turns out he survived? Like, how is that even possible?
Well, he could be wearing the power armor or like radioactive suit, and when he's in there, he just types in the keys. But when they also changed the script too, because you could have the mutant Fox go in there as well, and it changes the story ending for the main game, and then Broken Steel just starts up. See, what I liked was I kind of got turned away from the ending in Fallout 3, and so I wasn't finished the game at all for side quests, and I found side quests were on an even path of the main quests because there was one where you get like the Soil Stradivatus, which is the violin for Agatha, and then there was another one for the Nuka Cola Quantum, which was quite a handful, exploring all those dungeons. But yeah, for New Vegas, it's pretty streamlined, and what I'm making these videos for is just how a shortcut to Vegas. If you've played the game, good for you. Watch these vids. Here's a shortcut to Vegas. But if you haven't played the game, here is a way to get to Vegas. But what I strongly recommend for you is to first go through the story, make the loop all around New Vegas, and finally get to the actual city of New Vegas.
Yeah, so for your stats, you chose mostly intelligence, luck, and charisma, I believe. Only 5 strength. Um, what to you are like your most important stats of like all of them? Because what in this game, intelligence doesn't really matter. Do you only get like 15 skill points or?
No, intelligence does matter, and for standard, like if you have one intelligent, you're only going to get 6 skill points per level, maybe 7 or 5. I haven't put only one intelligence because I know the importance of it, so I maxed out 10 for that right away because you can only get 15 skill points per level, and with a perk, you can get 17 skill points per level, but that's only until like level 4 or 6, depending on what perk you choose.
For the tutorial, like, do you get to just like talk to the old man, or do you get to roam the house, or is it sort of directing you that you have to go to a certain place?
Well, he does direct you for a while, but after this 10 or 12 minutes, he lets you go and you can do whatever you want in his house. And you can take all the items in his house because he likes you for some reason. Free of charge healing and, free bed.
Well, this doesn't send a good message. You're basically robbing an old man.
Yeah, well, it's not really robbing because he's basically giving you stuff. Like there's a chemical compound that you can use to create one rebound, one buff out, one Radex, one Medex, and one Hydra. Or you could create 5 stim packs. And I always go for 5 stim packs because all those others have a addiction chance. And for like there's certain skills that you want to get early on. There could be repair, lockpick, science. You have to choose either science or lockpick right away. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to find some of these items, and you're going to have to wait a couple of levels to do it.
Yeah, so for this game, I believe for stim packs, it's like time healing instead of an instant healing like it was in Fallout 3.
Well, that's just hardcore mode, and in my opinion, hardcore mode is a lot easier to play in. After beating the game with that, the enemies when there's a lot smarter AI in this game, and when they get damaged, they will heal themselves, and when it's not hardcore mode, they heal fully. And that kind of it cheats you a lot of bullets, and you have to use more bullets. And like wait for bullets doesn't matter until you get you don't really need to use missile launchers or mini nukes. I have not found a fat man in the game. I'm still playing the game normally. And this is going to be the end of our vids, so stay tuned to PhatManSnick's channel and view, comment, do whatever.
Yeah, and I'm SlimBais, and I haven't made my channel yet, but see you all later.
Toodles.